I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. Good morning and welcome to this week's Future Cancer Survivor. Okay, I thought I was doing so much that was right to keep osteoporosis at bay. I've taken calcium and magnesium supplements since I was in my 20s, and I added vitamin D 20 years ago. I've eaten huge portions of green leafy vegetables nearly every day in my smoothies for 2 decades. And I love yogurt and cheese and eggs and salmon and sardines and beans and even tofu. So I eat tons of those calcium-rich foods in my everyday diet. I do weight-bearing exercises, walking and yoga primarily, though I did a lot more of them before caretaking for my mother began, and of course, getting cancer. So on the last day of October in the year of our Lord 2022, in my 65th year, I found out I have osteoporosis. What causes osteoporosis? Okay, so bones are living tissues. The microarchitecture of the bone is constantly being recycled, the body removing weak cells and replacing them with stronger ones so the bones remain sturdy. When the process of that bone turnover becomes unbalanced or disrupted, bones become brittle and can be prone to fracture. There are various factors that impact on bone turnover. Among them, and this is by no means a comprehensive list, are age. Women over 65 and men over 70 are more at risk for osteoporosis, and I am 65. Ethnic background. Women whose backgrounds are Asian, Indian, and Caucasian are more at risk than women from other ethnic groups, and according to my recent 23andMe test, I am as Caucasian as they come. Being postmenopausal is also a factor, and I am most assuredly postmenopausal. And the reason that this is a factor is because hormones have a hand in bone health, and hormones diminish as one ages. But let's be clear, hormones can help keep your bones healthy, but replacing hormones after menopause is a delicate balancing act because that replacement can in and of itself lead to various types of cancer. Genetics, big factor, and my mother has debilitating osteoporosis. There are lifestyle factors, like drinking too much coffee, as caffeine can leach calcium out of your body before your body can absorb it. And I still like coffee very, very much. And then there's smoking, which I did for a lot of my adult life, but I did quit 21 years ago this month. And finally, then, of course, there is cancer, or more specifically, cancer treatments themselves that can cause or exacerbate osteoporosis. Chemotherapy and radiation, both of which I have had recently, can disrupt the bone turnover process and lead to bone loss. So, for probably a combination of all of the risk factors swirling around me, I now have osteoporosis. I've been referred to a rheumatologist to figure out a treatment, but the first appointment I could book is 2 months out. So I'm not going to get to see a rheumatologist until January. So, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? Patience is not my most notable characteristic. First, I'm paying more attention to my diet, loading up on high calcium foods, and I'm sadly cutting back on my beloved coffee. Second, I'm stepping up physical exercise. I can't go in very hard at this point. I'm still not able to walk very far. I'm still really tired a lot of the time, but I did start to take a yoga class a few times a week. I had been used to taking fairly strenuous yoga classes when I was in the time prior to caretaking for my mother. These yoga classes were real panting, sweating, hour-long workouts. And the class I found locally, however, is focused mostly on stretching. I might have been disappointed in such a class, but frankly, this gentle workout is as much as I can handle right now. So this coming week, I am also meeting with a couple physical therapists. My oncologist has told me that at my upcoming visit later in the week, or is it early next week, he's going to prescribe a course of physical therapy for me to help me sort of rebound from the treatment damage. And I'm going to start to meet with a couple of physical therapists to see if they can accommodate someone who needs physical therapy for osteoporosis. So we'll see. Be nice to have a program put together to make me feel as if I'm doing the right things to help my body turn over old bone and to make it into new. Again, we'll see. Finally, I'm researching all sorts of drugs and delivery methods that are available to osteoporosis patients. A weekly pill, a monthly pill, an annual infusion. Bisphosphonates are the usual first go-to drug for osteoporosis treatment, but research is a little overwhelming as these drugs can cause heartburn and flu-like symptoms and or bone problems themselves, like atypical femoral fracture, which is a crack in the middle of the thigh bone that can cause pain and may gradually worsen. So it's going to continue to be a dance between healing and making your problem worse in some ways. It's critical to resolve to keep a positive attitude so you don't get overwhelmed. I've found that sometimes just plastering a smile on my face, even if I don't feel it in the moment, can help with attitude adjustment. So if you want to follow a deeper dive into what I'm calling the not safe for work aspects of cancer treatment and recovery from treatment, you can follow me on Patreon. I've put the link below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, don't forget to call your senators and your congresspeople to demand universal health care, and most importantly, don't forget to vote.